What is going on, YouTube? I am heading on over to the YMCA to get the lift started, but I am also cooking alive in the meantime. 103 degrees there. That's crazy. Oh my gosh. Man, you can literally cook an egg on the sidewalk today. Like, that's actually insane. That's wild. Yeah, I got in the car and I burned my butt on the seat. It's that crazy. Oh my gosh. Anyhow, and God forbid you touch like a metal seatbelt prong or something. You'll get a third-degree burn. That's crazy. Um, Wild stuff here, but we're in the heat of summer, that is for sure. But yeah, like I said, I'm getting ready to go over to the YMCA here. Got one stop before I go there. I've got 3 packages to drop off at the post office, and then I'll be heading over to hit the pool day. So I will say, having a post office super close by is super underrated. Like, I know it's not the biggest thing for so many people in the world, but at least in the United States, but if you guys have a post office near you and you go there even like 2-3 times a week, it saves so much time. And it's like one of those things where you don't really appreciate it until you got it. And then if you move away from one, then you realize how much you actually appreciated it. Like back in college, they had a post office on campus, and that made it so easy to just drop stuff off right then and there. Like you literally just carry it with you on the way to lunch to the cafeteria or something, and then drop it off on the way. So, man, it made it easy. But now I'm only like 5 minutes away from the post office. But even still, I appreciate that, because I know I know this sounds a little exaggerative, a little like I'm using a little hyperbole. I'm exaggerating a little bit, but the post office near me has the lowest Google reviews I've ever seen in my entire life. Like literally 1 star, and people are saying if I could give it 0 stars, I would. It's crazy. They had 3 ladies in there, and they were just the most unpleasant. Like, I get hating your job sometimes, like, oh man, but like taking it out on people as a result of it, they were just like straight up profane and unpleasant, and like there was no, I don't know if they ever, they were physically rough with the packages, but in terms of like, it was more about like verbal abuse and whatnot to people, like especially around where I live, Florida, South Florida, got a bunch of elderly people, so they like to do the chit chat, small talk. But yeah, these ladies were not having it. They were, yeah, they were pretty awful. But I guess they just recently fired them and got a whole new staff in, which is pretty crazy. But yeah, they were not a good time. Yeah, but all that to say, basically, Google reviews matter a lot, in my opinion. I think I probably look at Google reviews, and I know this from like when I did some website development for people. I built a couple websites, but search engine optimization and Google reviews matter a lot to people. At least in my generation and younger, like the first thing people do is search something on the internet, on Google, and the first thing that comes up is all those 1 through 5 star Google reviews, and people can post whatever they want on there. And I know that's kind of a double-edged sword, people can post whatever they want. So sometimes you got people that are like super pedantic and decide they want to be treated like royalty every time they go into a store. But then you got like Joe Blow, like me, who just wants to mail out a couple packages a week and doesn't want to get accosted. Like straight up, I felt like if I, like, okay, for example, I have QR codes, right? I have QR codes that they scan and then they print out the label at the post office. So I basically would hold the phone screen up to the person depending on which lady it was, I would have to hold it at a different angle, because one of them said that it reflects the lasers back into their eyes. So they had me lay it flat on the table, and then the other one had me hold it upright, because they were like, oh, I can't, she was shorter, so she's like, I can't reach upright to there. And they would all like flame me. Like the second, if I messed up and accidentally did one for the other, they would absolutely roast me. They would say, excuse me, haven't you been coming here a couple times? And I'm like, oh my gosh. So like, I'm sorry I'm slow. If that's, I mean, that's what I felt like. I don't know. Anyhow, it was definitely one of the most unpleasant experiences I've ever had in my entire life. But now, and I didn't even leave a Google review myself, but yeah, there were some hilarious reviews in there. Like if I ever want to laugh, because there's over like 800 reviews on that post office before they finally got rid of them, which is insane that there's that many unsolicited reviews, because they don't even ask for the reviews, the Google reviews. You know, some businesses are like, yeah, leave us a Google review and we'll give you like 20% off your next whatever. But no, that's these were unsolicited, so it just goes to show, you leave a bad taste in someone's mouth and you'll get a review so much faster than any other method that you would try to incorporate. But yeah, so I think reviews are great, honestly, if they're real. It's just so hard to find real reviews nowadays. It really is so tough with AI, and now they're getting better, like presenting caveats and stuff. Like I was reading Google reviews, and they were like, they start off with something negative and then they end with like all the great stuff, and they've gotten good at making fake reviews, which sucks. But yeah, I still am a big proponent of reviews, so I think everybody should leave reviews if possible, so that way it balances out all the fake ones. But yeah, now I've got nothing else left to do than get this lift started, so I will see you guys when I hop into the gym here and am hitting my top set of pull-ups.
Keep me
Well, that is the workout completed. I am pretty happy with the way things went overall today. I was able to give it good effort, which is what you always want to be able to do. So I set myself up for success well enough in that respect. The only thing that I probably could have improved preparation-wise was drinking a little bit more today. Because as you guys saw at the start of the video, 103, you'd be losing some body fluid regardless of what you're doing throughout the day. So even though I wasn't really outside super long today, I definitely was sweating quite a bit. Whether or not I realized it, I don't think I did realize it, because I was seeing like the mosquitoes, like the fireflies in front of my eyes at the end of a couple sets, like on barbell rows and my last set of pull-ups actually, which is strange because normally it takes like an axially loaded movement like barbell row or something to kind of get me to see those spots in front of my eyes. I don't know if you guys ever get that or not, but yeah, it definitely comes on when I don't drink enough. It might be a little dehydrated, but still, overall, my performance was pretty good. Like I was getting sets of 8, and then I was going for partials, try to get 9 reps on pull-ups. So pretty happy with that, and that was 55 pounds there. And then barbell rows, they moved all right. I kept the form. My first set that I recorded felt a little loose, but the next 2 sets I did, they felt pretty tight, and I blew through them pretty quick. So I'm pretty happy that I got through those in quick succession there, and then moved on over to wide grip pull-ups, and those actually felt pretty good today. Normally my back's starting to get a little cooked by the 3rd movement in, but I was still able to push pretty hard on them today, and I was getting like partials up to 13 there. So pretty happy with that performance. And then I did up the weight on wide grip T rows, so I feel like that was a pretty good indicator that I was fairly strong today. I just was a little unprepared in terms of liquids, so probably should be drinking a little bit more than I am. But yeah, 4 sets of 8 there, and then my last set, 3 sets of 8, and then I guess I'll count it as like a partial to 9 there, because it wasn't quite a full rep on my last set. And then Kelso shrugs, drop set there, or up set rather, and then finished it off with preacher curls, rear delt cable flies, and hammer cable curls. So yeah, pretty solid workout overall. I almost always, I don't know why, but it's like one of those movements that I almost forget to record. The barbell shrugs, I'm just kind of hitting them, getting them knocked out there. But I did record them this week. I almost forgot again. I was like, oh my gosh, what the heck, man? But yeah, recorded them up, and yeah, now I'm going to actually, I had another package in the back of my car, because I guessed that it would sell quickly, and I was right. It did sell pretty quick, so I'm gonna drop that off tonight, even though it won't get picked up until tomorrow. I'm sure the buyer will appreciate quick turnaround time on that. So that's the agenda there. And then yeah, I've been working on my home NAS, my home lab server, because I've been running some local AI models lately, which has been kind of piqued my interest. But yeah, I appreciate y'all for watching this video. It means a lot. If you liked it, leave me a thumbs up. That's drop a comment with anything on your mind. That's basically your way to review me, right? Yeah, let me know if you have any crazy stories that you almost wanted to leave a review on. That'd be pretty cool to read about in the comments if you guys want to drop that. And subscribe for more content just like this. Until next time, later.